What's up, y'all? It's Chief Silent, Young Cat, or Black Hawk, whatever we gonna say. Before I start this lesson, I'm licensing peace and positive energy, love and light on to the goddesses. Uh, I will also license peace, love, and positive energy and light on to the gods as well. Peace to y'all. I will also license peace, positive energy, love and light onto the beings that I'm now made the way I'm made, but can reflect some that's within me. I will also license peace, positive energy, love and light, more importantly, onto the queen of heaven and earth, Isis, or Venus, or whatever we want to call her. And I will also license peace to all the Orishas, all the ancestors. Um, I will also license peace to the planet. I would like to send peace to the cosmos. I would like to send peace to the beings that are not in tune and in alignment with themselves right now. I would like to send peace on them. Gratitude. Um, yeah, so basically, tonight, um, I was told to talk a little bit about woke, being woke and conscious, right? Now you have to understand there's two different things between being woke and being conscious. It's two different things. Being woke is basically I'm seeing what's being presented onto me. Right? Okay, so I'm woke enough to know that eating I'm woke enough to know that eating a Big Mac is not healthy for me. Right? That's not real food, right? So I'm woke enough to know that that's not good for me. I need to stop eating that, right? I need to be a little bit more healthier with myself. That's being woke, right? Oh, McDonald's is trying to hurt us. Burger King trying to hurt us. Taco Bell trying to hurt us. That's being woke. I'm woke to what's presented to me. But the thing about it is, it's always been around you this whole time. You just now becoming aware to it. Right. So now that you just now starting to become aware to something that's always been here, you think you woke. You ain't woke. It's just you realizing something that's already been there. That's all it is. Right. But we like to tell ourselves, oh, we woke, we woke, we woke. Oh, we ain't with this shit, we ain't with this shit, we ain't with it. It's always been there. You just never paid attention to it. Now you paying attention to it. Now you so called think you the most intelligent motherfucker in the world, but it's always been there. That don't make you intelligent because you realizing shit that everybody realize. Everybody know the world fucked up. We all know that the world is fucked up, and there's a lot of shit that's being hidden from us. We all know this shit. It's just there's certain people that really want to figure out what's going on, and then there's people that just don't give a fuck. They just want to get their money, fuck they little, they little hoes out here. Fuck these hoes out here, that's willing to give themselves away for some money, get on about their motherfucking day. It's motherfuckers like that, right? But then you got the motherfuckers that's, oh, I see what's going on. I'm woke now. I want to woo, nigga. You ain't woke to shit. It's always been here. It's already been here. That's why we see a transitioning now to where motherfuckers is starting to realize that the shit that they was believing in and what they was going off never even had nothing conscious to it at all. We told motherfuckers, well, it don't matter if you vegan or not. The queen of heaven and earth, she don't give a fuck if you vegan or not. She don't give a fuck if you eat meat. She don't care about that shit. She only care about if you righteous or not. That's all she care about. I started back eating meat. Ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't crazy. I ain't out here doing shit I ain't supposed to be doing. I'm still righteous, even more righteous. 'Cause it's not about the physical idea of what's making you bad. It's what are you getting from this consciously, right? Because if I want something that makes me feel good, that brings me true joy and peace and make me feel good, then why the fuck should I deny it? Right? So you may want something, but you may deny it because you being told that it's bad. It may be good for you. If it make you feel good, then it ain't bad for you. But if you ain't aware to that type of realization of consciousness and how you should perceive things, you wouldn't realize what the fuck it is. Right? So you got these woke people out here that making statements about shit, but they making statements about shit that's already been here. Right? But they just now figuring the shit out, and now they woke. But how are you woke when it's been here? How's you woke? How are you woke? Explain how. Cause this woke motherfuckers still out here saying they African and still saying they love Jesus. But how you woke? You woke, but you still going off a system that was designed to make you unconscious and unaware of who the fuck you is. So how is you woke? You say you love Jesus, but Jesus didn't even like God, which is the woman. Jesus was against the woman. So how the fuck can he be your God? Right? So you still relying on the man to give you information. So you saying you woke, so you saying you woke and you saying you a Christian, so you basically saying that Jesus is giving you the information that you have. But if you relying on Jesus to give you the information, then that means you relying on one part of the brain, which is the masculine brain, which is located off the left side off the father line. Right? So you using one brain, and that's the reality of why you ain't woke to shit, because you using one part of the motherfucking brain. Keep it fucking. If you out here and you say you believe in Jesus, but you claim you woke, right? You using one part of the brain. And that's the reality of your information and why you ain't woke to shit. And that's why you doing what you doing. Because you ain't woke to shit, because you're using one part of the information. Because the right part of the brain is gonna lead you into the direction where you need to go, to where you gonna know what's real and you know what ain't real. Because once you bounce off the right, you gonna bounce back off the left, and then you gonna bump straight to where you gonna have the information from the right hand off the mother line, then information off the left hand off the father line. So then you gonna know why we in this bullshit, why we in the first place. You gonna know that the war is against the woman, not the man. And then you gonna use your logic to be able to defend the land that was created by the woman. But you don't even know nothing about that because you say you woke. You don't know nothing about that. Right? So woke people, they put out statements saying that they woke, right? But when they putting out statements saying they woke, they have no receipts to prove that they woke and that their information carry any truth to it. Right? So this is why I realized I made a good statement about, I think it was last month or 2 months ago, on that Jamie Foxx shit, right? With the ginger, I was speaking on the gingerbread man and how they was using him, for his talents and how he wanted to become woke, but they ended up, doing something to him. I made a good statement on that, right? So everybody was going around saying, "Oh, Jamie Foxx got cloned. He got cloned. That ain't him. He got cloned." Y'all motherfuckers is still acting like niggas ain't niggas, right? You think every motherfucker that start acting different in Hollywood, they all got cloned. There's some motherfuckers that ain't got cloned, but they just shut the fuck up. The reason why they shutting the fuck up is because they scared for their fucking life. Certain motherfuckers be getting threatened in the industry. Told not to do things, told not to say things. Right? So Jamie Foxx made that movie, they cloned Tyrone. Jamie knew what he did. That nigga, he exposed too much. He know what he did. Let's not act like he didn't know, like, oh, this just that nigga knew what he did. He talked about some shit that had truth to it that they be doing out here. He put that in the public eye and he had to deal with the consequences. That nigga knew what he did. Right? So they got in this motherfucking ear, told the nigga he need to stop. Ooh, nigga, you ain't about to be on that type of shit. And the nigga stop. That's why he ain't said no. That nigga ain't clone. They just got to him. That's it. Right? But people thinking they fucking woke. Oh, he was clone. That nigga wasn't clone. He wasn't. They didn't clone that motherfucker. He still look like the same Jamie Foxx. Ain't changed not one bit. They just got to him. That's it. Told the nigga shut the fuck up, and now he's shutting the fuck up. Right? Because I seen he had made one post about some Jews that they called anti-Semitic, and that nigga apologized. That's how I know that's the real Jamie. That's how I know it's the real him. That nigga ain't clone. I told y'all motherfuckers. That's the real Jamie. They just shut his ass up. I'm telling you. Right? So he tried to be woke, tried to step into that woke shit, and it got to his ass, and now he didn't chill the fuck out. That's it. That's all he did. And he chilled the fuck out. Right? So you got the woke people out here that's woke, right? Saying they know what's going on, but they don't know what's going on. Right? And they put out false statements without the receipts to it. Right? So there's a difference and there's a separation. Because if you woke and you really have all the answers, right? If you woke and you really have all the answers, why are you still the same person? Why haven't you changed? Why haven't you elevated consciously or in the mind? Why haven't you changed your personality? Why are you still the same person? Why are you still out here buying designer clothes? Right? Why are you still out here worried about your career and worried about where you gonna get in life if you woke? Right? Because I talked about this before as well. I said it's woke motherfuckers that say they woke, but they still doing regular everyday life shit that everybody else is doing, but they try to pit a egotistical persona on it to make it different. Right? So okay, I'm doing the same shit that everybody else is doing, but I'm spiritual, so it make it different. How the fuck it make it different? If I'm talking about getting some head from a broad or from a thought, wherever y'all call them these days, a thought with a colorful wig, but she got an unk on, how the fuck it make it different? Okay, she's spiritual, she got an unk on, but she's still doing what every broad out here doing. She still ain't wearing natural hair. She still got on a colorful wig, but she's spiritual, so it make it different. It don't make it different. She's still just like any other broad out this motherfucker. Still sucking dick. Period. She's sucking dick. That's what the fuck she doing. How the fuck it make her different? She doing the same shit every other broad is out here doing. Sucking dick. Like I just said. But she got an unk on and she say she spiritual also and make it different. That shit don't make it different. If you think that make it different, you crazy. Right? Niggas out here saying they woke. Oh, we created all this shit. We created this. We created this. We created that. But they still going to buy the shit. If you say you created it, why you going to buy it? Why you going to buy it if you created it? If you made something, why the fuck would you buy it back if you made it? That's insanity. How the fuck can you make me pay for my own creation? And how the fuck can I allow you to do that to me? How can I allow that to continue? I can't allow that because that's my creation. You take something that I made and then force me to buy it back from you when you didn't even make it. And then put a higher price on it. So niggas out here saying they buying crystals, but we made them. You are a crystallized being. That's why when you in the sun, your hair or your ether, as they call it shines at crystal. You a crystallized being. That's what you are. Right? But you buying crystals and like, oh yeah, this all shit. Well, but you buying something that you already are and that you made. So how the fuck, how can you be woke? That don't make sense. You ain't woke to nothing. You just doing what any other motherfucker doing. This was the shit that was, I feel, I ain't gonna say destroy our people, but it was gonna be a problem because motherfuckers still don't catch shit. And like I knew, it has became a problem. You got too many woke motherfuckers, but not many too many motherfuckers that's conscious. So this is this is the deal, and this is the problem with our modern day society. Everybody want to play woke, right? But they don't have the intelligence enough to explain why they woke. They don't have enough intelligence to explain why they woke. or explain the wokeness that's within them and what they know. They don't have enough knowledge. Because the thing about it, you can't be woke today and then don't know shit tomorrow. It don't work like that. Consciousness is an everlasting thing. Because we all conscious, but it's what you conscious to. Some people is conscious to a lower vibratory scale, and then you got certain people that's conscious to a higher vibratory scale. But everybody conscious. Because if you wasn't conscious, you wouldn't be able to walk. You wouldn't be able to breathe if you wasn't conscious. You know. So this is the deal. This is the deal. This is the deal we have. You know. And this the thing that has been taking place for a while now. Because like I've said it and like others have said it, we keep repeating it. The enemy is not the white man. The pale face don't got nothing to do with this shit. The motherfucker that got something to do with this shit is the motherfucker with your own skin. A black man. It's a black man that's out here doing the dirt, but we just not intelligent to see it. It's always a black hand involved in every fucking situation we have had with anybody. Anybody that has done something to try to lift our people up, it was always a black hand a part of it, but we just don't see it. Right, because when we talk about, we be like, oh, the Jews, they own everything. We talk about pale face Jews. It's the black Jews that's owning all this shit. That ain't us. It's the black ones. It ain't the pale faces. It's the black Jews. The Zionist, Mournist Jews. Them the ones that's doing the dirt. Them the ones that's sending out these COINTELPRO groups to try to infiltrate what we got going on. These are ones that be playing like they gang members, but they with 12. Them be the ones. The motherfucker that helped take down the Panthers party, the black dude, William O'Neill, he was a dirty Moor. He was dirty. He wasn't our people. He was dirty. He was a dirty motherfucker Moor. That nigga was not one of our people. Right? But we so woke though, we'll look at him, be like, oh yeah, that's crazy. But we still blaming J. Edgar Hoover though. We still blaming the white dude. Well, no, let's look at the nigga. Why was he so involved with the shit? Why did he want to do it? Why did he want to do it so bad? Why did a brother, why did he want to do that so badly? What was urging him to want to take down something that was helping our people in the struggle? Why did he want to do that? Because he not us. That's why he was doing it. Anybody that's representing the queen of heaven and earth, they always gonna send somebody in to infiltrate it. And they always gonna send somebody that look like us. Because if you send in your own people, it's a easier advantage into infiltrating an organization. It's easier rather than sending somebody that don't look like us. Right? Because if you send somebody that don't look like us, we gonna catch. Oh no, we gonna catch on. But if you send somebody that look like us, okay, then you can work your way in. Right? They can show their loyalty, act like they really want to be a part of what you promoting. Then they could get up in there. Right? Right. So that's why they do that, because they know that we not necessarily gonna try to attack our own people. We on that peace love shit. And that peace love shit has been, it's been, we always gonna be peace and love, but you know, it's backfired on us a lot of times because we always thought all of our people was on peace and love, but not all of our people was about peace and love. A lot of them was against peace and love. They didn't want unity. I told you about the COINTELPRO shit. The COINTELPRO was created to infiltrate self improvement groups. But who are the self improvement groups, though? Who are they represented by? They represented by the queen of the heaven and earth, which is Isis, the highest matriarch on the land. Right? So we improving ourselves and improving our people so we can take back our land and put it back in her hands. Right? So they have to create the CIA, the FBI, the SWAT, all these type of organizations into finding strategies to infiltrate what we got going on, because they don't want us representing the highest matriarch on the land. Because, like I've also told you, when it comes to them infiltrating the government, when it comes to the government infiltrating organizations, they don't just want to infiltrate it into where they kill the people that's a part of it. They want to humiliate it. Right? So these days now you got people humiliating these organizations that was created to help our people, such as what they call now gangs. So now you got motherfuckers, oh, I'm gang banging, or I'm a ooh, or they doing something to a rival gang member where they humiliate them. That's all created by the whole COINTELPRO Act. Because a lot of these motherfuckers, like I told you, they ain't real gang bangers. They with the whole COINTELPRO Act. So they gotta create this type of narrative that this is our people. We hurt each other, we humiliate each other, when that's not what the fuck we is. Because by you humiliating another person that's part of an organization, just like you a part of the organization, what you doing? You humiliating the organization which you a part of. You humiliating the philosophy of which you a part of, right? You humiliating all that shit, which is not what we do, right? So this is why I can tell and I can realize and I can read in the shit to know that that be police work. That's not our shit. That's not our people. That ain't how we do shit. Right? But you woke motherfuckers, you wouldn't even know how this shit work, because COINTELPRO could work so easily you wouldn't even catch it. Okay, so say you a female and you got your own little group with some females, and y'all all doing self-healing techniques, y'all meditating, doing what you doing, right? Say one of the females in the group, she an agent, right? Say she an agent, right? So she sent in to try to infiltrate what you got going on, because they know if all these females start healing each other, they're gonna start activating the mitochondria within them, and then it's gonna activate the land, and we gonna shift motherfucking gears, right? So it's gonna be a female in there, or it can be a female in there that's an agent, right? and she know what y'all trying to go do at this particular time, like at a park or something. Y'all gonna do a mass meditation. You gonna tamper with elements, all of those shit. And what she could do is go back and tell the police, you know, what y'all planning to do, and then soon as y'all get there, or when y'all about to start, just a mass shooter come out of nowhere, just start shooting up shit, blah, 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 right out of nowhere. Now this park y'all went to could be a park that don't nobody go to, but for some random reason, a nigga come out of nowhere and just start shooting at motherfuckers, or just start shooting just to shoot, right? In the public eye, you would be like, "Oh, that nigga, he just crazy. That nigga, he just out of his mind." But the whole time, that's the police, right? Because they knew if they would all did that meditation and all connected together as one, as females on the land, like I said, we would have shift gears. It would have tampered with some shit on the land, right? So they had to prevent that by sending in the motherfucker to shoot up the whole motherfucking scene. Because then what does that do? That activates fear. Your heart chakra cannot be able to develop off of fear and anxiety. It's gonna become stagnant, right? So you send that shooter in, it's gonna kill the whole vibe to where they're not gonna probably be able to get back into that energy because they in the fear state, right? So that cancels out the whole mission in which you was trying to do. But that will all be a part of the whole COINTELPRO act, right? But then what they could do is they could try to call them females witches, so they can say that they was casting the spell, right? And that spell is what made that motherfucker come shooting, right? Make up some bullshit that ain't got nothing to do with them, right? Or they could say that the man that started shooting at them, or just, yeah, shooting at them, he was a Christian and he saw they was on some devilish, demonic shit, so he had to do his just due as a good Christian and get rid of them motherfuckers. They can make up all different type of definitions of why that happened, but it's all gonna lead back to the police. It's all gonna lead back to it. Even Bin Laden was a double agent, right? So a double agent is basically somebody that is a spy. They work with the government, but they also is playing on the other side as the enemy, right? So this is coming from the Operation Mockingbird. The Operation Mockingbird was created by the government to promote false war propaganda, right? So think about it. We had never had war with, the Middle East, the Taliban and all that. Then out of nowhere, we just in tour with them motherfuckers just for some reason, right? Then we gonna kill America. We gonna woo, we gonna woo, we gonna woo, just out of nowhere. That's all part of the COINTELPRO Operation Mockingbird Act. All the motherfuckers that be claiming they terrorists, they all fucking double agents, all of them. And Bin Laden, his ass was a double agent. He was with the government and he was playing the role as the enemy. That's what he was. He was a motherfucking double agent. And I don't even believe that the nigga really dead. I believe that they got that nigga somewhere on a Navy ship somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. Probably got his ass in the freezer somewhere. Right? Because when you start diving deep into shit and you start looking into how certain shit is set up, you like, this shit is all motherfucking fake. This is not no real shit. So I'm looking at shit and I'm looking into the details of shit and I'm finding out that this is all bullshit. But you woke motherfuckers, you wouldn't know nothing about all that. But this is the shit that be going on. In the public eye, but motherfuckers don't catch it. Now I just gave you some very highly. This is why I'm laughing because I just gave you some real highly classified information. Them motherfuckers could probably try to do something to my ass. Like really, them motherfuckers may want to do something to my black ass. Nigga, how the fuck you know that? How the fuck you know that that nigga was a double agent? How you figure that out? How you figure, nigga? No, nigga. Fuck all the bullshit, nigga. How the fuck you figure that out? You wasn't supposed to figure that out, but it's obvious. But how did you figure that out? Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just know that I'm not gonna speak too much on shit, but I just know that the government tells a lot of lies. They tell a lot of tales. You just have to be able to read this shit. Read it like a movie. Cause every movie has a plot twist. Every movie. Right? So it has a moment to where the beginning always ties to the end. Right? So you always have a moment where, oh, damn, he did. Damn, I didn't even realize. Damn, that's crazy. I didn't even catch that. Oh, damn. So that's how. Oh, that makes sense. It always has a plot twist, and it's always gonna connect to the ending of the movie. Always gonna have a plot twist, but it's always gonna make sense in the end. But it's only gonna make sense if you read it. Don't just look at it with your eyes for a entertainment. Look at it with your ears. Look at it with your consciousness. Look at it. Figure out what it's telling you. Then when you figure out what it's telling you, you will know what the fuck it all meant. Right? Because no, I ain't gonna say no more. I ain't gonna say no more on that subject because I could go other places. They fuck around and do something on my channel. But that's what it is though. See through the lies, see through the bullshit. Right. So I'm talking to you so-called woke motherfuckers. You say you woke, but you don't have the receipts and explanations to why you woke. You don't have it. So if you don't have the explanations or the receipts, then how can you be woke? You just making up some shit. That's all in your head. It's basically you are. I just figured out that a vagina and a penis that go together. Now I really realize how that go together because it can create life. It can reproduce. Oh yeah. Yeah, that really go. Damn, that really go together. Wow. That go together. I just really realized that it really go together. Nigga, that motherfucker already been a part of your body. Nigga, you just now realizing that? So nigga, you just now realizing that two clitoris can't create life. Or two penises can't create life. You just realized that. Now from an energy perspective, two clitorises or two feminine energies can create something from an energy perspective. Mitochondria, but I'm saying sexually, no, they can't. You need another counterpart, and that other counterpart is going to be able to provide more semen follicles, and it's going to have to match with the other counterpart, so it could create matter. I'm just explaining to you, about what this shit is and why you shouldn't play yourself. Don't play yourself and try to tell yourself you know some shit, but you really don't know anything at all. Don't do nothing like that. Cause then what you doing, you embarrassing yourself. You're not humiliating yourself, you're embarrassing yourself. Because then if somebody asks you something that you say you know and you don't have the answers, then you're gonna be looking crazy. That's embarrassment. It ain't humiliation, it's embarrassment. Right? See, it's two differences between humiliation and embarrassment. A lot of people use the word embarrassment and try to connect that with humiliation and do vice versa. No, it's a difference. Embarrassment is what I just said. You, for yourself, claiming you have something to pit out, and then when it comes that time to you pitting something out that you say you have, and then you don't got it, that's embarrassment. You did that to yourself. Nobody did it to you. You did it to yourself. It's an embarrassment. That's what it is. Embarrassment of self. Now, when you have humiliation, humiliation can be in a lot of different things. Humiliation can be if somebody beheads another person in broad daylight. That's humiliation because humiliation is doing something that's not human like. That's humiliation. Or like I talked about prostitution. That's humiliation. I was even told that stripping was humiliation. And I didn't think it was, but I was told that it was. You know, and this is what it is though. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that every motherfucker you see that's claiming they woke is woke. Don't fall into that trap. I would rather you keep your so-called wokeness in silence rather than putting that shit out to the public. Because then when you put it out to the public, then everybody has their own eye on your information. And then when the motherfucker asking you something about a certain thing that you putting out, like I said, you gonna give them a totally different explanation of the information you put out. Like, wait a minute, nigga, I just asked you about how to make cookie dough, nigga. You telling me about making French fries, nigga. What the fuck is you talking about, nigga? You talk about a totally different thing. You telling me a whole other motherfucking situation, nigga. I asked you about one specific thing that you was speaking on. You gave me a whole nother type of type of conversation, nigga. What is you talking about? And that's how a lot of these woke motherfuckers be. Cause then now you got some out here that's claiming they woke still, but they ain't got nothing to talk about. The frequency is too high for them to be able to even present themselves as woke anymore. So they just cause to shut the fuck up now. You got some of them like that. They can't say nothing no more. Right? Because now people is talking about shit that they ain't aware to, so they just walk around like, oh, what the fuck? What else can I say? What? You ain't got nothing else to say, nigga. That woke, that fake woke shit, that shit played out. Ain't nobody on that shit no more. Because if you was really woke and you was really tapped into yourself and your community, you wouldn't want your people being told lies, especially not by you. You would want to tell your people the fucking truth. Right? But you telling your people lies and then you feeling good about yourself about it. Right? Because what that is gonna do is lead somebody down the wrong path to where somebody else is gonna correct them on some false information you gave them, and then they gonna feel like, man, why the fuck you tell me that bullshit and had me all out here on some woo woo, and you told me a lie. Then they gonna feel some type of way with you because you told them a lie. So that's why you need to be very aware and be very cautious of what you telling people, because it could lead to somewhere to where you don't want to be at. You know, you have to be aware and be cautious of what you telling people. You gotta be aware and be cautious. Because we telling ourselves we woke. All right, this is what we telling ourselves every day. We woke. I'm woke to this. I'm woke to that. I'm woke to that. I'm woke to that. I'm woke to this and I'm woke to that. But we're not explaining why it's a reason to become conscious. We're not explaining why it's a reason to become conscious of the world that we're around. We're not even telling people of where consciousness even comes from. We not even telling people about certain certain elements you have to balance to become more conscious. And how all these elements connect together, but you can use one element opposed to another element. Or if your energy is right, you could connect both elements at the same time. Or you can flip one element to another element. Right, so if you speaking off the blue lodge, off the father line, then that means you in the air element. Or AKA what they would call the 6 point star. The 6 point star is the air and the water sign. That's the 6 point star. So that's just that's just what it is though. That's just what it is. Because when you're looking at people and you're looking at their everyday lifestyle and what they doing, that's gonna make you be able to judge rather if they real life about what they teaching or whether they just on some bullshit. If these motherfuckers is sitting at their crib all day, doing techniques, meditation, breathing techniques, connecting with certain elements and doing certain shit you never seen before, then you know they information is real. If these motherfuckers is presenting information to you, but they reality is going to the club, going to do regular shit that everybody else is doing, then you know they information is some bullshit. Cause certain motherfuckers ain't even in tune to the spiritual realm to realize how certain information can hit you. Even if your chakras ain't even balanced, certain information can hit you from a higher frequency. Right? That's what I said. Some certain ancestors, they like to use certain different vessels to get a message through. So a certain ancestor might like to use a masculine vessel to get the information off the father line, off the left hand, off the two cane flip. Right. Then you might have another ancestor that may want to get the information off from a feminine tone off the mother line, off the right hand, off the five. Because the five is the mother line, but the five is a part of the two, which is the cane flip. Right. So it may be a vessel that don't look like us, but that get the information to give out a message to us on the land, right? And they may get that information out. And then after they get that information out, they may start thinking that they then became conscious when the whole time it was a what they would call it. A spiritual walk in. That's all it was. A spirit came to you to deliver a message, then they walk right out your ass. But certain motherfuckers ain't even aware of that. So you claiming you woke, you claiming you know all this shit you saying, but you don't even realize what's going on within you, or what's going on cosmically. You don't even know what the fuck is taking place, but you saying you woke. You gotta know your shit. You can't say something but then can't back it up. You can't do nothing like that. You can't do that. You gotta know what the fuck you're talking about, and you gotta know what's going on. This is just what it is. Because the more aware you become, the more people gonna think you crazy. Motherfuckers are thinking I'm crazy because I know too much shit. Yeah. Uh, Yeah, motherfuckers gonna think you crazy because you know too much shit. If huh? No, I'm teaching. No, I said I'm teaching. I said I'm teaching. Yeah, people gonna think you crazy, right? People gonna think you crazy because you know too much shit. If people don't think you crazy and they don't get a impression that this motherfucker crazy, how you know this shit, then maybe you just don't know nothing. If you don't get that impression from people, you just don't know nothing. I've had that impression. I've had that type of experience. That's just what it is. You call yourself woke, but you don't know the obstacles of what it takes even to be that way. So it be motherfuckers that see, like I said, going back to where I said in the beginning, you will see some shit, see how it's going, and then you tell people, "Oh, I'm woke now." You just saying some shit that you seeing, but you don't even know why they even really doing it though. You don't even know where the fuck this shit is coming from though. You just, oh, that's just what's going on. It don't make sense. A lot of motherfuckers can talk on things, but if you don't know the origin of where it's coming from, then why should you talk on it? You just see that shit move on, be like, man, this shit crazy, but you just move on. Cause you putting yourself out there. You gotta be able to back shit up with your information. Like for me, I'm young. I'm still a shorty. I'm still young. But I've built enough, structure with myself into knowing when to produce information and knowing that my information is right. So I put out some information, go back and look at it, listen to like I'm talking on the phone with a motherfucker, listen to what the fuck I'm saying, be like, ooh, okay, I connected the dots, then I'm off that motherfucker. Because I know I said what I was supposed to say and I connected the dots. A lot of motherfuckers just piss shit out and don't even listen to be like, okay, was it right? Did it even connect to what I was talking about? A lot of motherfuckers don't even do that. They just put a video out and they go, no, you can't do that shit. You have to make sure the shit is right. You have to make sure everything connects and then aligns what you're trying to present. Because if you don't do that, then you gonna have motherfuckers in your comments, hey, nigga, you gonna have all type of bullshit going on. And then you might fuck around and offend some people because you said something that was fucked up. Right, but you just going off of thinking you know what you saying and you saying some crazy shit. Yeah, motherfuckers might be at you, might want to do something to you. Cause you said some stupid shit. So you gotta know what you're doing. But I guess I said enough to go ahead and get off here. Uh, Shit, I didn't even plan on teaching today. This shit just came in my mind. But with that being said, peace and love to Gapsis. Sexy, beautiful love with Gapsis. Peace to y'all. Peace to the guys. Peace to the Caucasians. That's cool. That's one love. Peace to the Caucasians. Uh, Peace to the Queen of Heaven and Earth, my mother, Isis. Tiamat, however you want to call her, Venus. Whatever you want to call her, Mercury, wherever you want to call her. It's just, a water sign, earth sign, wherever you want to call her. Uh, Peace to the planet, all that, peace to the cosmos, all that old shit. But with that being said, this is Chief Silent, uh, Young Cat, Black Hawk. From one conscious mind to another, we all got each other. That being said, y'all be safe out here. Peace.